Hey everybody, so I am going to show you how I take a product that I've already created and turn it into a different product using the same template, so to speak. So basically repurposing your TpT product, your Teacher Pays Teachers product, so that you can get more use out of it and it doesn't take you so much time to create another item, and it also helps you to fill your store with all sorts of cool stuff that you can sell. So I'm going to give you an example of this packet that I created for New Year's rhythms, level 1 rhythms. And what I use this for, this is Google Slides Interactive. And I repurposed it to create the July 4th summer rhythms. So you can kind of see the similarities between them. And the differences in just like the theme, the graphics, that sort of thing. This is what the main cards look like. The idea in this product is in the middle are words that have to do with that holiday. So this one's New Year's Day. Students would have to click on which one is correct. In this case, this one is. If they click on this, when they're in present mode, it'll go right to it, but they would click on that. If they get it correct, it takes them to a yes, that's correct. And if they get it wrong, it takes them to sorry, that is not correct. There's a whole bunch in this packet, which you can see why I would not want to have to start from 0, because there are like 94 slides in this thing. So it's the same idea here on the New Year's as the 4th of July, except that now I've changed everything to 4th of July summer party type of words that make more sense, but it's the same exact idea. So I want to show you how I did that. So we start with Canva. So I had created this in Canva originally back last fall for New Year's, and I always like to put this interactive Google Slides right in the upper right-hand corner because it just helps teachers to see what it is. And here are student instructions, like I was just showing you. I also, when I do my Canva, I like to create both of the main title pages that are going to go on TpT. So this one, I like to put the PDF in the upper right-hand corner, color and black and white. I like to do these in color and black and white. So everything is basically in like what I would call my master Canva file, both for a printable PDF if I'm doing that, and also the Google Interactive, so interactive slides. So basically, I had already created, this is the PDF packet, there's a lot more in it. But if I scroll down to here, what I did was I took this idea of looking at the words and matching them to the correct rhythm, and I created a whole Google Slides interactive version of this. And so what I did first when I wanted to repurpose this activity was I duplicated it. So if you go to your home page, you click on the old resource in the upper right-hand corner, there's 3 little dots, and then you can duplicate that. So I'm assuming you already know how to do that. And when I duplicated it, first thing I always do is I change the title, okay? And then I got to work. Then I still liked the blue border, but I wanted some July 4th graphics, so I had used the Canva graphics as well as things that I had uploaded. I created a frame, which I'm also selling on my TpT store. This I bought from Pretty Graphic, awesome TpT seller. That's where all of these are coming from. And if I get back to it here. So I couldn't find a patriotic frame that I liked that was musical, so I created my own, and that's what you see here. And so basically what I did was I had duplicated this file, and then I went through and I just updated all of the graphics. I made a list of words that had to do with July 4th, figured out what rhythms they were, and then created these little cards. So now I just need to download just the files that I need for my Google Slides. So for instance, I would want this first one, slide 1, but not 2. I would want this one, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. I'm not using the table of contents. 7, I don't need any of this because it's not going into the Google Slides. And I would then need, if I can get past all of this from the PDF version, remember this is my master. Okay, come on there. So I would want all of these slides from basically 44 to almost the entire end, all of these slides. So what you do is you just click the download button, PNG. You could do transparent background, but it actually for Google Slides works better if you don't. You just click on this down caret, choose just the pages that you want, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not going to do it now because I already did it, and click done. And what happens is that's just going to load everything in your download folder. Let me X out of that for now because I already did it. And I'm on a Macintosh, so it would come here in a file folder. So at that point, then you've got all of your files that you need to put into your Google Slides from Canva in this file folder. And then we go over to Google Slides and go from there. So then you go over to Google Drive and you search for the old product. So in this case, it was New Year's Rhythm. So I just put New Year's in here and up that popped. And then what you would do is you would just, and well, I'm on a Mac, so I'm right clicking here and I would do make a copy, which I already did. So I'm not going to do that now. And then you just rename it. So I made a copy of that. I'm going to close that now in a second. And this was the new copy, which still looked exactly like this because it was just an exact copy. And then what you start doing is you start importing your new slides. So I had to replace, now this is already done, but imagine this used to say the New Year's Rhythm. So I would click here, go to background, choose image. Then I would find the image that I wanted out of the images that I just downloaded in PNG format from Canva. They'll all be in one file folder. And find the front cover and then click on it, and then voila, it pops up. I'm not going to. And you just do that for each of these. And then I had to make sure that I was using the right rhythms of the words to match my New Year's rhythms. So if this was New Year midnight or whatever it was, I had to make sure that I had the same sparkly sparklers or New Year midnight, that the rhythm had to change because I already created this interaction here just by creating a clear box and then assigning a link to it here, and then just choosing which slide I wanted to go to when the student clicked on it. So if this was the incorrect, then I created this transparent box that nobody could really see. And I created this that says sorry, and this will go to the next slide, which says sorry, whereas if they get it correct, it would take them to slide 6 for yes, that is correct. On this particular game, students have to do it in present mode. Promote, promote, promote. Teachers, to be a great teacherpreneur, you need to promote yourself. Make sure that you have some sort of an email list, and I like to do a free resource library. Check out Becca's Music Room for more information on that, because she's been doing this much longer than I am. But since I've watched her videos, I have added these pages in with hyperlinks that work in the PDF versions as well as the Google Slides. Get people on your email list so they know what you're doing. This way, basically, I just do the work in Canva, import it into the Google Slides, and just make sure that the rhythms are the same, and I could create something for every month or composers or different holidays, whatever I wanted. And that's how simple that is.